Have you ever noticed how it's often the small, everyday frustrations that disrupt our peace the most? That line that never moves, the internet cutting out in the middle of an important task, or the traffic that stubbornly delays our plans. It might seem like an exaggeration, but these moments, when they pile up, drain our energy and dampen our mood. What if there were a way to handle these setbacks more calmly? This video is about just that, accepting the frustrations of daily life without letting them rob us of our well-being. I'm going to share some simple, practical strategies that can transform how you handle these irritating moments. With them, you'll learn to stay calm, build resilience, and, as a bonus, live more peacefully even when things don't go as planned. So, let's find out how to make these moments feel lighter. These little frustrations, the traffic that won't move, the unanswered message, the coffee that spills on your shirt, might seem trivial. Alone, they're irritations we can easily ignore. But when they start to add up, it's as if we're carrying an invisible weight throughout the day. Imagine carrying a backpack. Each frustration, however small, is like a stone we put inside. At first, the weight is almost unnoticeable. But after many stones, the backpack becomes heavy, making every step we take harder. The result? Our mood is affected, our patience wears thin, and suddenly we snap over something trivial, like an offhand comment or an unexpected delay. The big question here is that we have a choice. We can start taking these stones out of the backpack, or better yet, not put them in there in the first place. Developing the ability to accept these small challenges is like learning to recognize which frustrations deserve attention and which ones we can simply let go of. By accepting the discomfort of a frustrating moment, we develop our discomfort tolerance. And the more we practice, the stronger we become. This process of acceptance doesn't mean ignoring what bothers us, but learning to deal with situations in a more balanced way, preventing them from taking control of our day. Often, our frustration is more tied to the expectations we create than to what actually happens. How many times do we imagine that everything will go exactly as planned? We expect traffic to be light, people to be punctual, and our plans to go off without a hitch. But the truth is, the world doesn't operate according to our expectations. When we place our well-being in the hands of something as unpredictable as the perfect plan, we open the door to frustration. It's like trying to control the weather or the tides. You can try, but you can't change what's beyond your control. A powerful shift begins when we adjust these expectations, accepting that in life, the unexpected is almost always the rule. Imagine you're trying to hold water in your hands. The more you try to control it, the faster it slips away. Now, if you loosen your grip a bit, you still have the water, but without as much effort. Accepting that not everything is under our control is a liberating act. When we adjust our expectations, we're less likely to get frustrated by minor setbacks and begin to face them with a lighter, more resilient mindset. Imagine each small frustration as an emotional weight. Just like in weightlifting, these weights we face daily are like training for our minds. Every time we accept one of these small challenges, we're actually strengthening our resilience muscle. This resilience, born from accepting smaller frustrations, becomes our ally in times of greater challenges. When we learn to handle spilled coffee, a delayed bus, or a slow email response, we start building a solid foundation of emotional endurance. And when bigger obstacles come along, this foundation becomes the pillar that sustains us. Accepting these small frustrations doesn't mean giving up, but rather choosing the right battles. Each act of acceptance is like training, an opportunity to develop emotional strength. Think of it as a continuous growth process, where each little situation prepares us for the next, making us calmer, stronger, and more ready to handle whatever comes our way. So, next time an annoying situation pops up, view it as an opportunity for growth, as another weight you can lift and overcome. Dealing with daily frustrations requires practice and some simple strategies that, over time, can become genuine resilience habits. Let's explore a few tools that help in accepting irritating situations and staying calm, even when everything seems out of place. The first strategy is basic yet powerful: breathing. When you feel frustration building up, try taking a mindful pause. Breathe deeply and slowly, counting to 4 as you inhale and to 6 as you exhale. This simple practice helps reduce the intensity of your emotional reaction. Instead of reacting immediately, you give yourself a moment to reflect, which avoids impulsive responses and keeps you in control. Another strategy is to reevaluate the situation and find a new focus. In frustrating moments, shifting perspective can be transformative. Imagine you're stuck in a long line at the grocery store. Instead of focusing on the delay, use that time to listen to a podcast, reflect on your day, or simply observe your surroundings. This small shift in focus helps us view situations through a new lens, turning what could be irritating into an opportunity for a break or even for learning. Gratitude is also a powerful practice to change your mental focus. Rather than dwelling on what you can't control, you can choose to recognize what's positive at that moment. If something went wrong in your day, take a minute to acknowledge what went right, even if it's something simple, like a pleasant encounter with someone or a task well done. Gratitude reminds us of what we have and helps us not to get carried away by small inconveniences. And be kind to yourself. Sometimes, annoying situations happen, and we let them get to us. But what if we looked at these situations with a touch of humor? Imagine laughing at a slip-up, a mistake, or that spilled coffee. Laughing at our own errors and accepting that we're human is a way not to take everything too seriously. After all, we all go through these moments, and laughter can be a huge relief. Practicing acceptance of small frustrations brings benefits that go beyond the moment. Let's look at some of them. When we accept small frustrations, we avoid peaks of stress. Each time we let an unpleasant situation pass without getting upset, we maintain our calm. This means less tension and more energy to focus on what really matters, preserving our mental peace. Practicing acceptance helps us to value our day more, noticing the small positive moments that, without this practice, might go unnoticed. Each instance of acceptance is a reminder that we don't need to control everything to be happy. Quite the opposite, accepting what we can't control enhances our sense of satisfaction and well-being. Accumulated frustrations tend to spill over into our daily interactions, sometimes making us more reactive with those around us. By accepting small frustrations, our attitude becomes lighter and more balanced. As a result, we're less likely to take our stress out on others, making our relationships healthier and more harmonious. Accepting daily frustrations is, ultimately, a gift we give ourselves. When we change our attitude toward these small challenges, we create a lighter, more mindful life. It's as if each moment of acceptance is a step toward an inner peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances but on our own state of mind. Remembering that we can choose how to react to each situation gives us back control over our mood and emotions. Acceptance is not passivity, it's learning to welcome what we can't change and move forward, stronger. This attitude is transformative because it opens up space for us to appreciate positive moments more and build a solid emotional foundation. So, why not start right now? Be patient with yourself, laugh at small mistakes, adjust your expectations, and, above all, choose to give less space to frustrations. In the end, a lighter, more harmonious life is just one step away from each small act of acceptance.